it's Jackie Williams, and I wanted to share with you some of the cool new features of the brand new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So let's take a closer look. So first, let's take a look at what comes with your new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. First of all, you'll receive, obviously, the machine. You'll also receive the handle, which will come separately so that it doesn't break off during shipping. You will receive just a little kit with the screw to put the handle in and a little tool. And you'll also receive the platform that you need, the base platform, the thin die cutting plate, 2 cutting plates, and you will also receive what they call a specialty plate. You may also know it as the plate that you need for the new embossing folders. So you have everything you need to both cut and emboss. So I want to show you how it goes together so that you know how, and you can also see that it's quite straightforward. So in the little bag, there is a little screw and a little washer. Hopefully it's actually a washer. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. And you will put the screw and the washer together like so, and then you will just drop it down into the handle and then put that onto the handle piece on the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then use the little tool that comes with it to just tighten that up. Then it also has a little rubber cap that comes in the pack, and you'll just put that over that hole so that that little screw does not work its way out and fall out somewhere. Now, if I can do it, you can too, because I am not handy at all. So let's look at how this is different than other die cutting machines. First of all, it's made with solid steel construction, so it's very durable and should last you a very long time. It also has rubber feet, which you may have noticed a couple times as I've tried to pick it up, and it's actually a little bit stuck to the table. So you've got rubber feet there, especially on this glass surface that I'm on here. It doesn't move, which is great, because then if it doesn't move, that means that when you're putting through, for example, dies, they're less likely to shift while they're going through the machine if the machine itself is stable. Now you can see that it is very compact when it's being stored, and as you may have seen on some other designs, these 2 side pieces fold out to make a very large platform here. So it's very easy to store and very easy to transport, because when it's locked and put away, it has a very small footprint for a die cutting machine. So it's great for taking to classes or to crops, or if you go out and share crafting with other people, it's easy to transport. Now, it's also very easy to use. All of these plates are not only color coded, but they are numbered. Now, it's easy to just miss all the writing that's on the platform. However, this platform contains also the instructions that you might need for the different sandwiches. Just in case you forget, it's always there with you. Now, as you might expect, the base platform is labeled number 1 up in the corner. Then the die cutting or the thin die adapter is labeled number 2. The cutting plates are both labeled number 3. And the specialty plate or the embossing plate is labeled number 4. So when you look at these recipes for the different sandwiches, it has numbers. So, and because the plates are numbered, it's really easy to know which plate they mean when you're looking at the different sandwiches. Now, as an optional extra, so it doesn't come with the machine, but you can purchase it separately, there is a magnetic platform, and this one is labeled number 5. And this one also comes with a little sheet with the recommended sandwich for using. The thing that I love about the magnetic platform is, one, it's very thin and light, therefore easy to transport, but it doesn't have a strip of magnet, rather the entire thing is magnet. And what that means is that if you've ever had the experience of your dies, if you have more than one die on the machine, that maybe they play off against each other, or you try and put a die exactly here, but it just wants to keep shifting a little bit. Because it's all one solid magnet, you can put as many dies on there as you want, and they aren't going to move, and they play nicely with each other. You can even nest them together and they still play nicely with each other. So that's fantastic. Now they do recommend that you don't cut always in the same spot. So not always right here in the middle, but that you move the dies around just for longevity on your plate. That's also the recommendation with your standard cutting plates as well. Now I wanted to share with you a few things that I've noticed as I've been using this machine for about 4 weeks now. First of all, I've noticed that this machine is just a little bit taller than the previous machine that I've had. Therefore, it's a little bit less bending over as I'm using it, and it's less straining on my back over time. I do quite a lot of die cutting. So it's just a little more comfortable to use. Second, there is a specially designed mechanism to help guide the sandwiches through the machine. And I have really noticed a big difference myself, because it's like I put the plates there and just turn the handle and the machine just accepts it and grabs it. You don't have to sort of push it in. It just seems to take just that little bit less effort to put the products through the machine. And the third thing that I've noticed is I have used these same plates for, like I mentioned, about 4 weeks, and I do a lot of die cutting, more than the average, and these plates are still very flat. I have been rotating them, as you should. You should use it for a little while this way and then use it for a little while that way, or if you remember, you can switch it every time. But I have noticed, now I don't know if it's a difference in the plates or if it's a difference in the machine, but I am very pleased that the plates have remained flat and therefore they're easier to use. So all in all, I'm very happy with this new machine, and I would encourage you to give it a try. Come to class, give it a try. Go ahead and make that purchase if you're ready, and I know that you're going to enjoy it too. Thanks for joining me. This is Jackie. Bye-bye.